My name is Andrew Laufelman. I'm the product manager here with Engineered Corrosion Solutions. In this video we're going to talk about checking for proper operation of the air compressor. Now this compressor is actually a 7.5 horsepower dual stage reciprocating air compressor from Ingersoll Rand. It's rated for 175 psi. Real quick, we'll talk about the components. Here we have our 7.5 horsepower motor. This is a 3-phase motor. We have our compressor block here. You have a primary cylinder and then a high pressure cylinder in this configuration. Also in this compressor we have an aftercooler. The reason the aftercooler is here is to cool the air down and remove as much condensate from the compressed airstream that we can prior to entering the nitrogen generator. The next component you have at the bottom of the air compressor is an automatic condensate drain. That plugs into your standard 120 wall outlet. Very important that that gets connected though, because that is going to release the condensate that collects inside the compressed air tank. As far as starting the compressor up, the first thing you're going to want to do is fill it with oil. And to do that, you remove the oil fill plug right on the front of the unit. And pour your oil right in. Now we get asked the question a lot, how much oil do I put in? The answer to that question is to the bottom of the threads. You want to have oil at least to the bottommost thread inside the crankcase. In this case, you've already got oil in it, and sometimes you might already have oil in it also, so make sure you remove the plug and check to make sure there's oil before you start it up. So you replace your oil fill plug once you've either filled it or verified that you have oil in it. The next thing you want to do is make sure that the compressor is rotating in the right direction. With 3-phase power, it's kind of a trial and error thing. Once you have the power connected, you need to power it on and make sure it rotates in the right direction. If it does not, you need to alternate 2 of the wires on the 3-phase connection. So to check that, on the side of the motor of the air compressor, you have an arrow that says rotation, and it points to which direction the motor should be rotating. For this unit, it should be counterclockwise. So you can simply take the on-off switch here and just bump it and make sure that the fan inside the motor turns the right way. So we'll go ahead and do that now. So you can see the motor turned in the right direction and we're good to go. So once you verified that, you're okay to start the unit up and let it pressure up to full pressure. These units turn on at approximately 135 psi and turn off at approximately 170 psi. That is totally normal. That is the pressure that the nitrogen generator needs to function properly. So turn them on, let them fill up, and make sure they turn on and turn off when they're supposed to. Okay, so we verified that the air compressor has turned off at the correct pressure. Once the unit turns off, you're going to hear an air leak. That's actually the pressure switch unloading compressor from the aftercooler and from the compressor cylinder head. That is totally normal. It's meant there for the purpose of removing the pressure so the air compressor can start back up when it needs to. So no cause for concern there. After about 10 seconds, you'll hear the air release stop. Again, just verify your pressure. We're at 170 psi roughly, so we're all good to go. This compressor is ready to use. Should you ever have an issue with this air compressor, there is a service tag on all the units for your local Ingersoll Rand service center. Feel free to call them. If you ever have an issue, just make sure you record the serial number from the unit and the address at which the unit is located, and they will help you with anything that you need. So that concludes the air compressor portion of this video series. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at 314-432-1377 or visit us online at ecscorrosion.com. Thank you.